I am back at highway mile marker 31.8 on S22 outside of Borrego Springs. My objective today is to go back into Rattlesnake Canyon, go up to Rattlesnake Spring, and do that loop hike that Jerry Schad writes about in Afoot Afield. I'm at the mouth of Rattlesnake Canyon. This path up here is the way up to Villager Peak. So I'm going to continue straight into the canyon. And in about 1.3 miles, I'll reach a tributary canyon. And at that point, I need to climb the north wall up to reach the ridgeline, which will lead me towards the Rattlesnake Spring. This should be the tributary here, and so Schad writes to climb up this way. So I think I'll just get up on this this lower ridge here to take another look, take a better look. Yeah, this is a tributary. Nice little fall there. Looks a lot like the one further up ahead in Rattlesnake Canyon. So again, Schad says to go up here. So I think I'll do that. Check out what's up there. I walked a little bit further north down canyon, and I will make my ascent here. I'm not too far, it looks like anyway, from the top of the ridgeline that I follow for a little bit. I came up from this way. That path there is the path you normally follow through the canyon. It wasn't too bad. It's a little bit steep. You have to do some path finding. It's a lot. All it is rock scrambling. You have to avoid the cholla cactus, the agave, the ocotillo, and the barrel cactus. A little bit more rare, but they're all plentiful along the slope here. I made it to the top of the ridgeline. This is looking back at the opening of Rattlesnake Canyon. Rattlesnake Canyon goes along this way. So I came up from this direction. Rattlesnake Spring is directly that way. So that's where I'll be going next. And on the other side of this ridge, we have this. So this is, I guess, all part of the Mile High mountain range. I am at the top of the ridge. So I came from over here and then just made my way over. For the most part, very easy, it's just a walk. Rattlesnake Spring is, I think it's directly this way. So I'm going to just go down over here now and follow the slope down and get into this canyon where where the spring is. This part here of Rattlesnake Canyon, it must be after that fall. Yeah, so it might be like right here. I scrambled over the wall. So when I come back, that's the way I'll be coming back. I'll visit the spring, then go northwest into the canyon, and then follow the canyon back out. I believe the spring is right around the white area. Schad writes in Afoot Afield that the hillsides to the north of the spring have been stripped bare. They're made chalky white by being stripped bare by the bighorn sheep, you know, that use the spring. So I'm going to make my way down here, and it looks like there's a path at the bottom there, and I'll just follow that path. It looks like it leads straight to the spring. The ridge I was on is right up here. It's the light colored terrain. So I came down there, made my way across the trail, and then I came up this other ridge. And what I'll do, I found another path, so I'll follow this path around, and then once I get over there a little bit, I'll pick up the GPS track of a hiker whose track I downloaded who came from the east. Then I'll just follow that track to the spring and to Rattlesnake Canyon and back to my car. Getting very close to the spring now. I'm on the white ground. I guess this is just rock that's been kind of pulverized by the sheep. They make their way around here. I did see mountain lion scat, so there are mountain lions here somewhere. I should be where the spring is. I have been searching for it, but I have not seen any water. The ground does seem a little bit damp here and there. There is even a smell of dampness. And there's obviously a bit of an oasis here. So there is water here. So I'm going to continue down to that cottonwood tree. Maybe the spring is down there. There's a waypoint for it, like right over here. But there's nothing there that I can see. So I'm just going to continue down this way, look for it a little bit more, and then head back into Rattlesnake Spring, or into Rattlesnake Canyon. I never found the spring. That's too bad. I mean, I am in the area for sure. So I'm leaving, I'm heading northwest. After going northwest from the spring for a little bit, I now see Rattlesnake Canyon. So I just need to kind of scoot my way down there, and then I just have to bypass a couple falls, and then I'll be in the main canyon where I came up. I'm officially back in Rattlesnake Canyon. I came down from this way over here. Exactly 1 month ago, I was roaming around the top up there in a misguided effort to go up this way, but live and learn. So now I just have to navigate a couple falls, and then I'll be back where it's easy. I believe this is the tributary canyon that the spring is in. And so, I mean, if you went down the tributary, you'd have to somehow get down from this. And maybe that's why Schad writes to bypass it the way that that people do, going northwest from the spring instead of coming straight down from the tributary. It does look like it'd be kind of difficult to get down. I'm back at the fall that I couldn't get up a month ago. This little thing here. So I came from the other side, and instead of going down that, which looked kind of sketchy, you know, honestly, from the top looking down, I climbed up on the side, and I just, you know, came down on the other side here to bypass that fall, and it wasn't that bad. It seemed to me a lot safer than trying to navigate a vertical drop like that. Yeah, I was able to get myself up this thing. I took my backpack off to be lighter, just stuck my left foot in this notch, grabbed the rock up here as best I could, and then hoisted myself up with my right hand. It wasn't very elegant, but it's possible. I think with two people, it's easier for one person to give a hand up and maybe even help on the way down too. But for one person, it's very awkward. And in fact, you don't even need to go up it because you can bypass it going around. And I think for future reference, that's what I would do if I came back again. I'm at the top of that 25 foot fall. So for this, I'm definitely going to do the bypass. That fall is just right over here. And so to climb the bypass, it's right here. So you just have to climb your way on up around there. I came up from this way. The other side of the fall is here. I watch my step here. And so I just keep going up this way. Actually, I think I'll go that way and keep going straight. I just walked up this way. You really got to watch your step, because if you fall off towards the canyon, it is a long way down. There's the fall. This is what this bypass is for. And then I just keep going this way. Yeah, just keep following it down this way. The train's not too bad. It's better going this way than trying to cut prematurely back down into the canyon, because that's very steep. It's doable, but that's much more steep. I'm officially on the easy side of Rattlesnake Canyon. This last slope coming down from the fall bypass, it's a bit steep, but it's not too bad. You take your time, you use your hands and your feet, and you just go slow. Yeah, it's a bit of a scramble, but it's not too bad. I'm back in the canyon. There's the fall. I have to go the opposite way now. I left the car at 7, around 7. It's about 12:15, and I've got about 3.5 more miles to go. This morning I was going along the top of the ridge, so it won't be too long now until I'm back at my climb-up point. Another view of where I started. So from over here, I climbed up to this lower ridge, walked along it for a little bit, and then started climbing up at kind of a diagonal.